Hey, good morning, guys. New Bonnie here. Yeah, a lot of questions need answered. So, God, my face looks so ugly in that light, though. That's pissing me off. Anyway, it's about 4 in the morning right now. I am going to make the biggest road trip of my life. If you guys have obviously, read the title, you understand probably what I'm doing. Yeah, about 4 in the morning right now. I'm gonna be heading on my way over to Fort Bragg in North Carolina so I can go to BLC. That stands for Basic Leadership Course. It's pretty much just school, so I can get a 3-week school so I can get my sergeant rank for the Army. This has been a huge lifetime goal of mine for at least a couple of years now. So this is a big milestone. I wanted to drive the 15 and a half hours to get there. For my own personal reasons. I like to have my car. I like to be in control of my route. I don't like flying at all. But I've never driven this far, and it's still very dark out. My mind is already having 100,000 thoughts. I'm just trying to make sure my car doesn't blow up on me and everything doesn't go crazy. But I wanted to take you guys along with me because this is going to be a huge journey, and I figured I could vlog it. So yeah, I gotta hit the road. I gotta try and get to this hotel room as soon as possible, but can't keep the camera rolling while I've got the GPS, but I will be making many stops along this journey, and I will keep you guys updated then. So root for me. We'll see how this works out by the end of the video. Alright, hello again, everybody. Whoa, shit, I'm about to drop my keys. We're back. Got another rest stop in Greensfield. I've only had to stop for gas a couple of times. Luckily, made it through Indianapolis. I thought with a crazy big town like that, or city, wasn't going to make it through, but we did all right. Luckily, directions are pretty easy to follow. I probably sound like a jackass to some people that don't have do have to drive everywhere, but I'm not used to driving in big cities, but luckily there's a lot of, I hate construction, but there's road dividers up that help push you where you need to go. So it's better than Chicago's driving, I'll say that. And I know I want to put this out there. I know I've got viewers around the world actually, which is really sweet. I wish I knew where most of you guys were from, but I'm in Indiana now, and it looks exactly like Illinois, man. Nothing's different here. And I do take for granted the fact that we have like green grass and trees and fields everywhere. Because I know a lot of countries or a lot of places around the world are unfortunate and don't have all that to look at. But it's boring as shit for me. About halfway through the journey, and it's 10:30 in the morning. So I'll get back to you guys soon. Woo! Look at my sick ass hotel room that I'm only staying in for the night. Hello, everybody. It's been a very long day for me. That drive wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was gonna be, but after 14 hours, I'm completely pooped. I've never driven that far before. That's actually about 3 times as much driving as I've done before. I'm trying to say that I've only driven like 5 hours before. But I got to have a conversation with my wife, who I miss very much at this point, and I know it's only going to get harder for the next few weeks. Staying in a place called Greensboro in North Carolina. It's about an hour and a half from Fort Bragg. It's a pretty sweet little hotel. It's actually a pretty nice town. I finally got Five Guys, which is like one of my favorite restaurants. I know it's overpriced, but it's delicious. Man. If you guys are ever out around this area, the drive is insanely long, and everything is just trees and mountains. Literally everything. I'm convinced that Ohio, Virginia, and North Carolina are all the same state. And if you live in one of those 3, dude, they're all the same. You live in all 3. You probably have 3 different zip codes on your fucking license because of it. But tomorrow is when the real pain begins. I got another hour and a half drive, like I said. I'm probably gonna wake up early and get breakfast and try to be at Fort Bragg as early as possible. So, with that being said, I mean, I am really worried about how this is gonna go. I'm not in the best. Oh God, I don't know how to use a camera. I haven't vlogged in years, but I don't know how this course is gonna go. I'm not in the best physical shape of my life. I literally had 2 weeks to prepare, and that PT test is hell on me. And I haven't read up or practiced on any of my soldier stuff, so I'm gonna wing it. Hopefully, dude. Ow, that actually hurt my thigh. Hopefully, I'll have some pretty good teachers, but I know it's the military, so they probably won't be. But a lot of this course is also supposed to be paper writing and demonstrating your value as a leader. And for someone who's going to college to be an English teacher for high school students, I think I'm going to fare all right in that aspect. So I'm going to keep you guys updated on how the training goes, and maybe I'll even get a recording of me getting pinned. Wouldn't that be cool if I got my sergeant rank and you guys saw me slap that on my chest? Alright, this has gone on for long enough. I don't know how to vlog, but if you guys are still tuning in, awesome. Continue watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Not the next video. I'll see you like tomorrow or something. Who knows? Heyo. I don't know why I keep starting every video bit off like it's an intro, even though I know I'm cutting these pieces as the video goes along. But those of you who are still tuned in, it's the end of week 1. Well, although it's technically I've only been here 3 days, because this is a 22-day course and day 0 doesn't count as a day. Hasn't been too bad so far. You know, I expect a lot more rigorous training. I figured we'd be doing PT every single morning, but we're not. We're kind of just left to our own devices. The instructors are actually pretty sweet for the most part. They've been treating us really well. Just trying to keep the class like fun and light. We've been able to do a lot of group work and participation. I've been a big fan of that as an educator. I say as an educator even though I'm not teaching right now, but it's super important that you keep everybody engaged in what you're doing, so that way people are actually learning, and because they get more comfortable, and when you're comfortable you can actually learn something new. I don't know if I've really learned anything, because they are just shoving information down our throats. We're going over sexual harassment and sexual assault prevention. That's a huge one for the Army. And we've been doing physical readiness training, which is our stretching drills and our exercises we do before we do PT, and squad drills. So learning how to assemble your formation and march your squad. They threw all of that on us in 1 day, and I wasn't a big fan of that. Cramming doesn't work. For anyone who's ever going into any field of education, for anyone who's ever been a student, you know cramming doesn't work. There's bountiful amounts of studies that show you that cramming doesn't work. I gotta switch arms. I'm getting tired over here. It's a nice base, Fort Bragg. I've traveled outside into Fayetteville a couple times. Went to Barnes & Noble to get another comic because I'm almost finished with mine. Reading Kick-Ass. Kick-Ass is a freaking awesome comic. Great movie too. There's a lot of places to go explore out here. I just haven't really had time to go to any. I've just been taking up all my time studying. I think this is a course that anyone who wants to be here will pass. You know, obviously you should study and you should give it your all, but just to pass with the bare minimum isn't extremely difficult from what I'm hearing. I haven't been assessed on anything yet, so I will be telling you guys how that looks. We're supposed to be getting our first little weekly report cards this upcoming week. Just getting to know new faces, trying to put myself out there and be a little more extroverted. It's a key quality if you're going to try and be in a leadership position. But All right, I will get back to you guys at the end of week 2. Welcome to the end of week 2, everybody. We're slowly moving along here. We got a 3-day weekend for Memorial Day, so I'm out here walking the track just for the vlog portion. It's hot as shit outside. It's pretty hot down here in the south, if anyone wasn't aware of that already. I really needed this fresh air. I'm kind of starting to lose it here, not gonna lie. I thought recording it might feel better. It's like writing, because it's therapeutic. Maybe writing's better since I'm not so good at speaking, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Again, it's hard to think of all the things we learned this week because they keep cramming stuff down, and it all boils down to leadership at the end of the day. We did some critical thinking stuff, problem solving skills, how to coordinate with soldiers, and I don't know, stuff like operation orders, mission orders, how to write those out, how to grade PT tests, standard stuff really. I passed my physical readiness training test and my drill and ceremony, so I can remember all the stretches and exercises, and I can march the squad. And I also got a 97 on my sharp essay, so I'm proud that my writing skills are paying off. I also offered up my entire platoon. I told them if they, oh my god, my hair, it's so thin out in the wind. I offered for my entire platoon to come to me if they had any questions on their essays, because I know how to write, flexing on them that I'm an English major, you know. And everybody I helped had a 99 or above, so I don't know. My mentality here is that I would rather the entire platoon be squared away and look good in the entire company than to just have one individual student stand out above the rest here. Maybe that's just me. A lot of people are in it for themselves, and I don't see them going far. I don't think that's the right attitude, especially when the first week was all about team building. And I'm just starting to lose it with the whole team thing. I try to put myself out there, and my views are very uncommon for someone in the military. I don't drink. I don't like it. I don't like to go out. I don't like to go to bars or clubs because it's just so loud and you can't talk to people. And I don't know. My fun was going to Barnes & Noble with one of my buddies here, and we went to a mall just today. We had a really great time together. You know, I'm sorry I don't like to cheat on my significant other. I don't like to just go out and get blackout drunk just because I have the opportunity to do so. I don't like going to strip clubs. I don't find it fun. There's also been a lot of people throwing the R word around. For those unfamiliar, I'm just using this as an example. When you're trying to say something is stupid and you say it's retarded instead, or you're calling somebody retarded, it's not funny. It's not. I'll be the first to admit it used to be. Hell, that's what I grew up doing in middle school. Like, we didn't know. And now it's not even a functional term. It's been replaced with intellectual disability. So by calling someone or something that, you just look like a dickhead, an asshole. It makes no sense to me. And I've tried explaining this and people just don't want to hear it. I don't know, maybe I'm just the arrogant asshole who thinks he's better than everybody else. It's not my duty to figure out what morality is. I don't know right and wrong. Nobody can really dictate that. But that's my feelings towards it, and because of my feelings and my thoughts, I'm I'm just getting hurt more. It seems like every time I try to give someone or something in the military a chance, I'm ending up alone again out here. Of course, I've made a couple friends, but a lot of people I've talked to are just so ignorant and stubborn and arrogant in their ways, and it doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. They don't want to hear anything you have to say. And you got to think, like, normally if you're in school you can just brush that off because who really cares, but this is different. This is the NCO, the Academy for Non-Commissioned Officers, the first line leaders. These are the people who you've got to realize are out there in charge of the younger enlisted soldiers who don't know as much. These are the most impressionable people in the military, and they're taking this as a joke. And that's how everybody treats it. That's the majority here. I'm the minority. And I'm sure there's people watching this now that probably think I'm just babbling on being stupid, but I mean, really, what sense does it make? It's scary that people like this have all the influence and all the power. And it's creating the military. It's what's part of it. And it's continuing the tradition. These ignorant thoughts that they don't understand. And when I say ignorant, I mean misinformed. They don't have the right information, or they don't have enough information on it yet. I don't know. I shouldn't let people get under my skin and bother me. That's not why I'm here. I'm just here to do my bit, but I want to make a good impression. I want to lead by example. That's what we're supposed to do. I don't know. Maybe I need to focus on hooking up with the right people rather than changing the wrong ones, so we can try and spread our influence, but I don't know. I don't really know what to do. Maybe you guys can tell me. What would you all do if you were in this scenario, huh? If you knew that everybody who was supposed to be in charge, if you're not even in the military, if you're just going to your job and your boss was trained and they just shook it off knowing it's nothing. I mean, I guess that's how a lot of places are, but I don't know. I don't know. That really sums it up. I don't know. It's been a long week. And I'm sorry for rambling on, but it's getting me. It's really getting to me here. We're going to go into public speaking here soon. We've got an informative essay due Tuesday, so hopefully all goes well. I'm going to try and power through this weekend, even though everything here is going to be shut down because it's Memorial Day. And that's about all I got for you. I guess I'll leave you guys with this amazing view of a building that looks the same as every other building on any other military installation. God, look what they did to my hair. Look what they did. It's all gone. This is officially the second worst haircut I've ever had. I mean, I asked for a higher skin fade, but they forgot to leave hair to actually fade, and I asked for the top and the bangs to be touched up just a little bit. And normally this wouldn't be such a big issue if I didn't get designated as the platoon sergeant for the week of graduation coming up. It'll be next week, so I've got about a week to grow this thing back out, about 9 days roughly, so I might be good to go until then. I'm going to try and keep this, this is like the end of week 3. I'm going to try to keep this one brief because the wind is kind of ruthless today. But welcome back. The end of week 3. Oh my god, yeah, there it is. The wind. Last week I kind of went off on just a rant about problems with people, bad people, I thought. But this week's been kind of different. I've kind of started to realize that there are people who are just very close-minded, and their opinions don't really matter all that much because they're not willing to change their ideas, and they just want their voice to be heard. It sucks that those people are going to be leaders because they can just piss their way through this course, but that kind of stuff happens, and you just got to be smart enough to realize, like, this person doesn't actually care, and just don't feed into that negativity, because that's all it's going to leave you with is negativity and doubt. We've been learning a lot about writing counselings and team building, the importance of team building. Finally finished up all of our essays, so we're done with those. That wasn't too difficult, so I'm happy that's over with. We still have public speaking and conducting individual training, where we have to teach our own little class and give a presentation. Those are our last GPA requirements to pass this course, and I'm really hoping that I can just push through the rest of this. My main goal is just to pass this course, but if I can, by accident almost, if I come out as like in the top 20% of the class or something like that, it'd be cool. It's not going to help me in my future career, and if you guys are ever worried about that, like having the best GPA in high school or whatever, it doesn't get you anywhere. It's the same way with college for me. I mean, I'm going to be a teacher, so anywhere that needs teachers just needs teachers. They don't care if you were in the top whatever of your class, if you made dean's list, all that stuff doesn't matter. So if you're ever overexhausting yourself trying to be the best, just focus on yourself, because that's really what's gonna make a big impact in the end. God, my knee pits are sweating. It's still hot here. It has not been cool a single day. And tomorrow we have our PT test, which is also very nerve-wracking for me. I don't have to pass it this cycle, but it's a huge milestone for me if I can actually pass the ACFT, because I haven't been able to yet. There's a lot of challenges that I gotta face here in the next week and a half. Yeah, because we graduate on a Tuesday, so we've got a full week, and then just a couple more days after that, and then I think that's all just graduation practice and classes. That's all there really is to it. Just sitting through classes, soaking up all the knowledge that you can get. But yeah, I was bestowed the responsibility of platoon sergeant for the week of graduation, so I'm gonna be leading us. I'm gonna be marching our entire platoon, and it's a huge honor that I was chosen for it. At first, I thought it was actually just a joke, because the person they chose as the guidon bearer was the tallest kid in the class, and I'm the shortest. But someone overheard me complaining, and we got that squared away. So yeah, there's people out there like that. They'll just do things because it's a funny joke. But I'm hoping that I'll actually be able to prove something, bring something to the table. I'll get to stand out for once, and it'll be pretty cool. If you guys are introverted like me, it doesn't hurt to be introverted, because you know when to speak out and when to not. Sometimes you're too introverted and you don't know when to speak out, but I'm slowly breaking out of that shell. I think YouTube has helped me out a lot with that, so this has been a pretty sweet journey so far. God, I want to remember all the classes that I went through so I can relay that information to you guys, especially people who are looking to go to BLC one day. But man, I can't, we get overloaded with so much information, and it's kind of the same stuff every week, that I just brain dump it all within a week. Like, the weekend hits, like today, this is Sunday now, and it's just out, poof, gone forever. Maybe it'll all come back to me at some point. But that's really all I got going on. There's a lot of weight on my shoulders right now, and I'm hoping that I can carry that weight. But you guys will know if I pass my classes here in about 5 days, or it'll be about a week actually, so when I actually pull up the camera again. Until then, thank you for staying tuned in, and you know what, we're gonna rock this thing. Even with this haircut, we're gonna go out there and we're gonna get after it. Charlie Mike. It's almost over. What's up? It's week 4 or something. I've completely lost track, but there's only 2 more days of training left here, and it's not even really training because it's kind of just graduation practice. Pretty eventful week for the most part. We got our final grades, and although I wasn't really going for it, it turns out that I had the highest GPA in the class, which is, it's okay, I guess. I mean, like, that sounds like I'm just being kind of arrogant about it, but honestly, it doesn't do me any good being National Guard to graduate commandants, which, I mean, it's neat, but it really doesn't feel like anything special. I do get to graduate as a platoon sergeant, though. I'm supposed to be leading the platoon for graduation this week, so that's pretty sweet. It would be, though, if it wasn't kind of a total sham. The only reason I got picked, as it turns out, that I found out from the leaders, I'm the shortest person in the class, and they wanted our guidon bearer, the person who holds the platoon's flag, to be the tallest person in the class, and they thought it would be funny. So, cool prank, bro. But I did get, I mean, I was really upset about it at first, and then after telling my wife about it, she texted me, like, right before I got out onto the field to practice. She said that, you know, I should show them why I'm the best in the class, and so that's what I decided to do. I had 2 paths I could to choose from. It was either I could sit here and sulk about it and be upset because this whole class has been really fucking stupid for the most part, or, you know, I can go out there and I can prove to them why I deserve this spot, and it's not just because of my height. So that's the plan. Look at that, my hair's grown back in the week. It's so nice to have this back. It doesn't look that great, but it looks so much better than what I was working with before. So that's a huge plus. We got a 4-mile company run tomorrow, just to end things, I guess. I don't know if that's supposed to be a reward or a punishment. Feels like a punishment. I ended up not passing my PT test. Like, I mean, I got through all the events, and the sprint dry carry and the 2-mile run are my worst because I suck at running. And it turns out that I failed the fucking medicine ball throw, the 10-pound medicine ball throw. I missed it by about half a meter, but they're still letting me graduate with commandants even though I didn't pass the test, which is really sweet because I was really beating myself up over that. But I'm hoping that, you know, on any other day I could come out here and I could easily chuck that ball another half a meter and pass. I hope. But it's been a crazy ride. I'm gonna be really happy when it's over with. If you're wondering why I'm in my car and not out on, you know, those bleachers like normal, it's because it's really, really fucking hot outside. It's 93 degrees with humidity. It's probably a bit worse. I got the air turned down low in my car so you can hear me over the fan. It's been really hot here. I hate it. It's been so hot. Like, disgustingly hot. I'm really just ready to get the hell out of here. I'm sure that I have learned some stuff. I'm sure that I have taken from this course, but I can't think of anything off the top of my head. But that's kind of how it is with education, you know? You just kind of got to sit and wait, and then when a question comes up and you can answer it, that's when you know you've learned something. It's never, you know, just a recap and you figure it out right then and there. That never works out. Yeah, I'm not going to waste any more time. Hopefully I'll see you all on graduation day. I'm going to be making my journey back home. Well, hello again, audience. This is probably the last time, hopefully the last time you're seeing me in this video. I know it's been a long one, and if you watched all the way through, I really appreciate you. I'm in my final hotel room. Oh, I didn't actually know that there was a mirror right there. So that's cool. Look at my fat cake in the mirror. Graduation went over about as smooth as I thought it would. Smooth like crunchy peanut butter. It was really weird. This is one of the bigger accomplishments of my life that I was really looking forward to, and it just sucked. To be completely honest, there was a lot of learning moments. I will say that. I don't know if I've really learned anything, as I stated in the last little bit that I recorded, but yeah, it was weird. I got up there, I led the platoon, I was all sorts of ate up, but I made it happen, and there was nobody out in the audience to watch me, so it was just awkward. It's like, hey, here I am, and it kind of means nothing. Maybe it'll... These walls are thin. Maybe it'll mean something later down the road, when I actually do get pinned sergeant, and I'll hopefully be able to get a video of that for you guys. But we just kind of marched in a circle, and I had to sound off and salute and all that. So that, and I had no real connection with any of our SGLs, small group leader. So we did our cute little march around. I listened to the sergeant majors give 2 terrible speeches. Literally one of them started with, the dictionary defines such and such as so and so, like a freshman in high school writing a paper. And then we just marched off into the woods, and our SGLs gave us our diplomas, and they just said, see ya. We got up at 4:30 this morning just to learn that we were supposed to be out of the barracks by 5, kicked out, and that was it. It just felt like it's all right, let's just get these guys through and push them out. That's really all it was. It really felt like nothing. I mean, maybe this is a cool accomplishment, and I think I'll definitely reflect on it a lot in life, but it was kind of stupid. Everyone's experience is going to be different, so don't take this video and think wherever you go, even if you go to Fort Bragg, even if you go at the same time I did, and you're dripping with sweat, swimming in your uniform like I was, your experience is going to be totally different because you are a different person than me, and that's what I experienced. That's what it was. That's all it is. And there wasn't much to it, honestly. Graduation rehearsal was the hardest part about graduating BLC. Yeah, I'm gonna soak up this hotel room for the night. I'm very tired. I got another 8 hours on the road tomorrow, and we're just gonna make it happen. We're gonna Charlie Mike. If this is the last I see of you and I don't put in my pinning ceremony, thank you guys again for watching. This has been quite the journey, so I will see you all in the next one. I don't know. Good night.